Hi guys, so it's been a while we traveled out of Cameroon, but this season we decided to take a flight to Algeria. Algeria is somewhere in northern Africa. And before we start, let's just say bonjour la famille algérienne, bonjour, bonjour. Je vous adore et je vous envoie de gros bisous venant du Cameroun, okay? All right, voila. So let's get started. Now, if you've never tried dolma, it is called dolma. If you've never tried it, please to give it a try. Pull your chairs and let's do this together. All right. So we're going to be using some zucchini, some tomato paste, some potatoes. It's actually a stuffed vegetable. So we are going to be stuffing our vegetables with some meat. Algerians love meat. Can I say it again? Algerians love meat. So you can see here some tomato paste, some breadcrumbs, garlic, all those beautiful things are going to get into one pot. So welcome and let's get started. So my name is Chanazi and here we twist the little things my mom showed me in her beautiful, beautiful traditional kitchen. So for our dolma, we're going to start by coring our vegetables. We're going to be using our vegetable corer to create some holes or bore some holes on our vegetables. All right, so we are starting with our potatoes. So I'm just using my corer to, create that hole. Now make sure your hole doesn't go through, just do that diligently. Be careful. Do that with some love. Make sure you don't um, um, dig in too much. Just create a sufficient hole and a beautiful one at that. All right. So you can see me doing that nicely. So yeah, I'm going to be setting this aside. I'm going to be setting part of the potatoes aside. I'm going to show you how I will be using this crushed potato slices. All right. Now let's go on to our zucchini. You can use your zucchini as well. And I'm just doing the same thing with that. Just create those beautiful holes. Make sure your hole doesn't go through. All right. Okay. Now, I always say, make those little things that will put smiles on people's faces. So I decided to make this dish for my colleagues at Christmas, and they were all happy. Trust me, I have a Nigerian colleague, and do you know what she said? She said, now she's ashamed to prepare this dish and bring to us because hers would never be as tasty as mine. So hang on. Let's do this. Just hang on. Yes, I am a proud Cameroonian and I'll say Cameroonians know their thing around the kitchen. Argue with your keyboard. I don't care. Yes, just argue with your keyboard. But yes, we know how to do that. All right. Okay. So let's keep doing this. Let's keep doing this. They were all happy, and I'm also happy that I was able to make them happy. You know what that means? When you cook food and everyone eats and your bowl is empty. That's the feeling. The feeling of satisfaction. There is nothing as satisfying as serving food to people and having them eat everything. That's literally what happened. Everything went down. Like everything went down. Now onto our capsicums, just go ahead, cut it and take off the seeds. Make sure you take off the seeds. All right. So we're going to be using capsicums. I'm using the red ones and the long bell peppers. All right. So yeah, that is it. And now we have our meat. I divided my meat in two portions because part will be used as stuffings and the other for some meatballs. All right. Now in both, I went ahead to add some black pepper. All right. I'm adding black pepper in both, but the one on the right, the bowl on the right, I'm adding my breadcrumbs because that's what I'll be using for my meatballs. Then I went on to add my crushed garlic. I added crushed garlic in both. Then I added my crushed potatoes in the stuffings, added some tomato paste in both, but more on the stuffings. And then I added one egg in my meatballs. I went on with some parsley. I added in my parsley. I'll be listing this in the description box. Then we're adding some rice. I'm using basmati rice. Make sure you wash your rice. So I'm adding my rice in the stuffings. And then um, I went ahead to add some salt. Just adding some salt for seasoning. Then mix everything nicely. Just make sure you mix everything nicely until they are well combined. Well combined. All right. So I started by mixing the meatballs, and now I am mixing the um, stuffings, what we're going to be using for stuffings. Just mix that beautifully. I would have added some Cameroon pepper to it, but because I have to share this with my colleagues, I had to refrain from that. They need to be happy. All right, now it's time to stuff our vegetables, but I started by seasoning it with some salt. So I just used some little salt on my finger to rub it in the holes that I bored on my vegetables. Just do that quickly and then go ahead and stuff each vegetable with your minced meat or with your already made stuffing. Right, just do that beautifully and set it aside. Don't you see? It's easy, isn't it? It's easy and beautiful. And yeah. So now we are stuffing our zucchinis. Just stuffing your zucchini as well. Then next were my capsicums. But while stuffing this, I was like, oh my God, who is going to eat this? A lot of meat in there. Yeah, it was a lot. So I enjoyed stuffing the vegetables. It was a beautiful exercise and a beautiful experience as well. Now, next is our meatballs. Just take some little portion, put in between your palms, and mold it however you want. Just give that round, beautiful shape. It's very easy. It's very, very easy. Now everything is ready. Our meatballs are ready. Our stuffed vegetables are ready. Oh, they look all beautiful. All beautiful. We are all set in a clean pot. We're gonna add some oil, let it heat, then add a bit of salt and your onions. I went in with my sliced onions. Then I added some garlic, my remaining garlic. I added that garlic, give it a good stir, and allowed it to cook for a few minutes, like a minute or two. Oh, the aroma it gives is lovely. Then I added my meatballs. I fried my meatballs a little bit. Just go ahead and fry it a little bit. Give it a stir. Flip the sides so both sides can get a bit cooked. Now, this will help enhance the aroma or the flavor of your dolma. All right. Once that is done, I'm going to take out part of the meat because it's a lot and my pot is not too big. So I need some space to place my vegetables nicely in the pot. All right. But this is optional. It's just my preference, my personal preference. So now I took part of it out and I went on to place my zucchinis and my potatoes beautifully in the pot. Just do this with some love, honey. Just do this with some love. Add all your veggies, add your capsicums. I added my capsicums at the end because they cook easily. So I added those and added in some boiled water. Make sure your water is hot. And then I added my peppers and some chickpeas. Now, if you have the raw chickpeas, you can add your chickpeas at the beginning. Your chickpeas has to cook first. That's just a different method. Once you do that, add some more water, cover and let it cook on medium or low heat for at least 45 minutes to 1 hour. Yes, it has to cook on low or medium heat. Now you can see our pot is boiling beautifully, but hey, that Cameroonian girl in me had to drop two scotch bonnet pepper in that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I had to do that. All right, so I just dropped it. I just dropped it. I didn't plan it. And yes, our dolma is ready. See how it looks. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Trust me, I took two of these bowls to work and everything was cleared. Everything was eaten. And this is usually eaten with bread. Now, I didn't show you how I enjoyed it because I had to take it to work. So we enjoy when it's hot, so you couldn't see that part, right? But it's usually eaten with bread or the French bread baguette or however you want to call it. So thank you so much for watching. We've come to the end of the video and we're going to be saying goodbye. But let's remember to always put a smile on people's faces. So at this juncture, we're going to say Viva Algeria and bisous bisous. Au revoir. Au revoir. I love you all, friends. Bye.